All right, Tyson. Guess what time it is?
It's time for one.
One time only. That's it. You
Only
know.
time for one. It can only be time for one.
How you doing, man?
I'm okay.
Oh,
How you
my
doing?
voice cracked. You notice that? My voice cracked.
I didn't really notice.
Yeah, my
But
voice cracked.
okay.
Anyways, so you doing good?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm getting, I'm kicking back. I'm having myself an adult beverage.
I wish I could say the same thing.
And it's mixer in a separate glass.
Oh, okay. Okay. Adult beverage, you know.
Yeah,
Those are always beverages are good with as adults, you know.
certainly.
What's the
Are we
difference
trying
between
are
an
we
adult
go ahead.
beverage or a child beverage? Like what's a child beverage? Cool
Anything that isn't alcohol?
Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid? Well,
Hmm. Well, yeah, child beverage. Yeah, well, they do have child beverages. They have a lot of apple juices and various things with like less sugar in
that's the
them.
like we're trying to define Sue guy off air. Let's try to
Hmm.
define child beverage.
Child beverage would be probably, yeah, just one with less sugar. I mean, as a father of a 5-year-old,
You have a
he's
lot of child beverages.
yeah. I mean, I'll go to stuff. I look for a lot of stuff that has low sugar in it, basically, but usually
All right.
vitamins. So that can vary.
All right,
Um,
this is not an episode about child beverages
oh, you
or
asked. You
zoo
asked.
guys. No, no, no. But I'm, I'm
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
Tyson. I
We
didn't mean
never
to set
defined
you
zoo
up.
guys
That was
either.
rude.
Oh, it's fine. It's
That
fine.
was rude. I shouldn't have set you up like that and then shut it down. Sorry.
I mean, it's your show. I mean, it's your concept,
No,
or it's
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 my
not it's
concept,
off concept for me to be
but
talking about
it's
other things.
but it's our show.
Yes, what you said. Thank you. You put it very
So,
succinctly.
so Tyson,
Hmm.
what did you listen to?
I listened to a few songs, three in total, by Jimmy Eat World, a band that I had not really sat down and listened to before. And maybe I probably happened to me. Yeah, I don't mind any of the questions. And by the way, any of this that doesn't work for the main concept of the show, you can always save for an outtake show if you're really
No,
hard up
all
for
this
material.
shit. Listen, all this shit's going on the broadcast.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Yeah, including those like
Zoo
time
guy.
cutting special
Yeah,
effects. You're doing those live, right?
yeah,
Yeah, time doesn't actually pass. I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah. Zoo guys. You know,
Zoo
just,
guys,
just
they don't know what that is because that was off pod. We weren't talking about that. This is really kind of disoriented because I'm talking, you're there. This is me looking at you. This is me looking at the camera, but it looks
this
like I'm looking at
this is
you.
me cracking up and trying to keep it together.
I'm sorry because I want you to feel like I'm looking at you, so I'm looking at the camera. But when I actually am looking at you, I'm looking
Uh,
there,
I'm gonna
which probably
lose.
looks. I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
gonna
so
lose.
sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna let you be leader on this episode because I'm cracking up laughing.
Well, I'll do my best to kind of keep it within the lines. First of all, by the way, did you like my tie-dye shirt?
Uh, I'm keeping it together. Yeah.
This was a Father's Day gift from my son. He,
Oh yeah,
they,
nice. I
they
like it.
made
It looks cool.
they made tie-dyed shirts. So what I did is I listened to Jimmy Eat World. Now, I will say when I listened to the middle, feel free to stop me and ask questions if you need to, because I will go on. Um, when I listened to the middle, it became glaringly aware to me that I had actually heard that song before. I still listen to it. And by the way, I earlier today went and refreshed my memory on some of these because for some reason, unless I listen to a song like four or five times, it doesn't really embed too well in my head. And also, a lot of time I prefer to listen on headphones because then I can really take in the nuances. So I really liked the mixing on the middle, having being able to actually listen to it rather than just walk around and hearing it play in the world where there's
Well, it
all sorts of
wasn't.
environmental noises that get in the way of listening. Like I'm a serious music listener, so I'm
And
sorry. Yes, go ahead.
it wasn't the ends. It was the middle, not the end, right?
It's the middle. Yeah, it has a
Yeah,
lot of. I find in general their material. Not to sum them up, but what I find is a lot of it seems to be very optimistic,
it's
which
cool. You
I
know.
appreciate that. So Futures, I was just re-listening to. I don't remember it that well. The new one, yes. The riff, no, the new one is Futures. The riff on that is really good. They do have good like the sound that they do with their guitar holds together really well. There's not a lot of space between a lot of the, so it creates kind of like like a blanket of sound, which is nice. And
So
there's like a random synth in the middle, by the way, at the end in the bridge section. It's like, oh, there's a synth in this song too, which I appreciate. But go ahead. Yeah.
so Futures was released in 2004.
Hmm.
Um, and that was the title track. And interestingly enough, Pain was their second um highest selling single besides The Middle, like highest
Pain.
charting. Yeah, Pain. And but I like Futures, so that's why my referral was for you to listen to Futures.
Okay. Well,
Telepath's their most recent release, which was June of last year.
oh, okay.
Now, now the set Jimmy Eat World, kind of give a background on the band. It was formed in 1993, Mesa, Arizona. Actually, the reason why it's Jimmy Eat World is because there was an incident between two brothers, and I have their names. I think it was Ed and Jim, I think. And Ed drew a picture of Jim eating a world, like a crayon world. like so it was a drawing of Jim
Oh,
eating a literal world was
oh,
the
okay.
drawing.
But it was a
And
drawing of the
then
world.
yeah.
So not literally a world.
Well, I mean,
It was literally a drawing.
yeah, but the world was literally on paper.
Yeah. And it was literally going into the kid's mouth as well.
Doesn't mean
Or he was pretending to eat it.
no. Literal can be a lot more things than just real life. Literal can be an actual like drawing or a picture. It can be literal can be items too, rather than real
No,
life.
no, definitely. Items are definitely literal, but I mean, like, real life is also literal. Well, when people say people, never mind. So anyway, yes. So he had a drawing or a crayon drawing, a drawing
Yeah.
in crayon of a globe
Of
or a world of the
a
Earth.
world that Jim was trying to eat. And
Zeitgeist.
then yeah, and then they just rode that, and then 3 years later, that's when Futures came out. So Futures was
1997.
their
Sorry, sorry, six or
no,
seven.
no, no. Bleed America was 2001, I believe.
Sorry. I
And then
yeah.
3 years later, they rode the success of that for like 3 years, and then they came out with Futures and Pain, and Pain was their second number one hit. So they've only not only that's pretty huge for a band, but they've had two number one hits, and that but I thought about having you listen to Futures or Pain, but I was like, you know what, I like Futures, and
Mhm.
um I don't know. Dude, so what's your thoughts on Futures? It's a fucking banger riff, didn't it? Dun
Yeah,
dun 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 dun.
it's got a good. They've got a good sound.
Yeah, that shit's intense, man. It's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I appreciate what they're doing musically. You know, there's just there's so much music out there, and some of it, a lot of it escapes my notice. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
interesting. It's like say hello made to good times, and then it says to fast times. I believe in that. There's good times, and then there's fast times. You got to say hello
yes,
to both, right? You can't just say hello to one type of times.
that's true. They should have had a sequel. It was Good Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah. And then I like the part where it says completely. You know what I'm talking about? That part where it says it slows down and he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like,
Completely.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's good. It's a really good sound. I like it when I like that
completely.
I appreciate that you appreciate listening to music because you seem to like it. And a lot of people make fun of, well, not a lot of people make fun of me for listening
I
to
love
music.
that song, dude.
It's a specific thing to be able to sit down and listen to music and really like pick apart the things you like about it because you're enjoying the experience of listening.
Yeah. And I think that's why I'm a decent interviewer with independent artists too. Because I throw them off guard by picking apart a lyric of their song.
Hmm. To be like, oh, you heard that, huh?
Yeah. Because they're like some small artists. Yeah.
That's a
Not all of them, but they're not listening anyways.
yeah, it's it's a terrific strategy, by the way.
You know? But oh yeah, it is, I know. Hey, you're trying to say I play games, Tyson? What about telepath? It was like baby, do you want me? That was one of the lyrics.
Isn't that a song by Bread? No, that's
No,
Baby.
that was one
That's
of the
Baby. I'm a Want You.
no,
Sorry.
but that was one of the lyrics in telepath was it was like, do you want me? Baby, do you want me?
So I've listened to each of these songs exactly twice in the last week or so. So like I unfortunately some of the words rather don't stick in my memory until you say them, and that wasn't one of them, but the other one was. So,
What?
but yeah, well, I'd have to listen to it again, and then go, oh yeah, 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 that part.
So overall, do you have a review on Jimmy Eat World, like the band? Do you think they're a good band or something that basically would you listen to them again without being mandated by a podcast?
That is the question. Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious to go back to what's the one with the middle on it? Something American? Bleed American?
Yeah, Bleed American, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm interested in kind of going back, and that was their debut album.
I don't think so. I think that was
Oh,
their big hit.
okay. It was
Like what
probably like
got him
this.
in, like what got him into the stratosphere of
It,
sorts.
it might be their second or
But
third album or
they're
something.
from 93, so that's 2001. So it took them a little bit to get going.
In '93,
This
I
was
remember
their
'93
fourth
pretty
album.
well.
So their first album was 94. It was self-titled Jimmy Eat World. 96 was Static Prevails. That's a great album name.
Hmm.
Always have static. It always prevails. Clarity, that's another good album title. And
Hmm.
then Bleed American was four. And
Wow.
that's when they really took off.
So they're four albums deep when they really hit big. Good for them though.
Yeah. And then Futures was right after that was six. They've done 10 and then Telepath was just a single release.
hmm.
They released Surviving in the middle of the pandemic. And then it has a cool album logo. Yeah, so they're very creative. Like you've noticed that with their riffs, and they have a style that's very consistent.
Yes, I would say that is true. Um, yes. In fact, I asked the AI to that I've been working with to emulate the style of Jimmy Eat World to see if it actually had an imitatable style. And I don't know that I'm the best person to listen to it and evaluate it. I'd listened to it before we got on, and I went, yeah, that kind of sounds a little bit like all the stuff I heard in some way or another. Not the vocal performance, but that's not the point. The idea is it's like a band who's trying to sound like Jimmy Eat World. So they're like, oh, this is our version of a Jimmy Eat World song. And I like to think of it that way. Sorry. Brain brain melting. Um, so yeah, that was interesting. Maybe I should I send those to you?
Well, we don't know what you're gonna have me do for the first time.
Right. Well, that's a separate issue. So I had a thought. I had a thought about that since you bring it up.
Well, no, no, no. Let's finish the Jimmy World part, and then
Okay.
the second half can be what you're gonna have me do.
Right. Right. Well, so yes. Okay.
So Jimmy World, let me tell you, I went on Wikipedia
Mm-hmm.
and I looked at what type of genres do they have their music listed as, like as a
Yep.
part of
Okay.
alternative rock, emo pop, punk, power pop, rock, pop punk.
Okay.
I want to know what power pop is. So I'm gonna on the podcast, live podcasting, I'm gonna look up power pop. Do you want to guess what that is before I read it to you, Tyson?
Guess what power pop is? Like who would be considered power
No,
pop?
no,
Is that
what the Wikipedia definition of power pop is.
oh
Power pop. Do you
no,
want to guess before I say it?
that's not really how my guessing works. My guessing works more like who I would think would qualify as power pop because I assume they're going to list some people
Well,
as
they're
examples.
they're a rock band, so
Oh, power
Mike,
pop is a band?
no, I said Jimmy World's a rock band, so
Okay.
Power was probably like rock pump, not pump, rock pop. But rock pop doesn't sound good as
Power, oh,
power pop.
power pop, power pop. So like
Power is the brand, brand, brand.
would Blitz 182 be considered that kind of thing?
Power pop.
Yeah.
I don't know, but this is the first time I've ever heard of power pop. Was
Or like
doing research.
Harvey Danger, you know?
So power pop. That's a great name.
Yeah. It's a
Power
good name.
pop is a subgenre of rock music and a form of pop rock. So it's like The Who, Beatles, Beach Boys, Birds, you know.
They're so wait, those are power pop?
Apparently, apparently.
Why power?
Here,
Yeah.
Tyson.
Uh,
You could probably guess what I'm gonna do.
I'm guessing you're going to share my screen so I can read something.
I like sharing screens. It's
That's
fun.
fine. Sure.
Don't you like sharing screens?
Yeah, I've had my shots.
So, power pop, you
Is,
know,
is that Todd Rundgren?
crack me
There,
up, man.
there.
You crack me up, Tyson. This project is gonna be amazing, you know.
Uh, subgenre. Wow. List of power pop artists and songs. Okay. Oh, 2020. Oh, yeah. Like
I'm
Eric
still trying.
Clapton says. Hmm?
So, out of 5 stars, what would you give
Hmm.
Jimmy Eat World?
In general,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still young, but definitely between 3 and 4 at this stage. Like they're good, but I
So
haven't
three
heard everything
point
yet.
three
Like,
point five.
well, like if we're in better than halfway, but not quite a five, they're in there. They're kind of, they're brewing. So that gives me
What
like
about 3.75?
3.75 out of
Five.
5.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So 3/4 of 10 is 3.
Yeah.
Point okay, point five of it would be 3.5. So
It's
it's
not
like three.
quite a B, but
I'm trying to split it in half. I should be doing it by percentages
it's not
actually, because
quite a
it
B, but
yeah,
actually,
it's
is
like
it a B? It is a B. 3.75 out of 5 is a B. Wait,
I think that is, yeah. Well, 3.75. Okay, so 3.775 is 60 plus three quarters of 60, which is
hmm.
sorry, three-quarters
Oh,
of
it's a C.
of 10.
3.75 is it's a 75.
There you go. Thank you.
So if
75.
you were to get 3.75 questions out of 5, you'd get a 75.
It's just I don't put a lot of things without I don't put a lot of like widely untested things in a 4-star category, but although I like what I'm hearing.
You
I'm
totally
I'm
went over that joke because you can't get 3.75 questions. You just ignored that.
I
You're
did.
like,
Which part did I ignore? I probably
the
just
part where
yeah,
I
okay.
said if you get 3.75
Of what?
questions out of 5, right, you get a
Oh,
75.
good point. Well, I suppose you could get a partial question,
Could
right? If you
you?
can get part of the question. Like, well, it depends
Ben.
on and
I
then
gotta write this
full.
down.
Okay, so capital Ben. Let me know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Next word, capital Folds,
No, I don't know what the hell this is. Ben
and
Folds.
five,
What
capital
is
Fi.
this?
It is a trio, a musical trio from Chapel Hill, South Carolina, I
Is it
think.
rock music?
It is. Ben Folds described it as punk rock for sissies, is what he said.
Who's
Um, Ben
okay?
Folds is the lead. Okay, so Ben Folds is the head is the titular leader of the group, and he's a pianist.
Hold
Uh,
on, I gotta
uh,
refill my Mountain Dew for this.
mhm.
All right, go ahead.
He's a pianist, and he's accompanied by a drummer and a guy on electric bass. And it's Darren Jesse and Robert Sledge. I believe it's Robert Sledge on there. I can't see my hands. Oh, it's the other way. Yeah. It's this way. It's fine. Robert Sledge on bass and Darren Jesse on drums. Anyway, so it's the three of them, and they make a lot of sound for the relative size of the and the configuration. So what I would ask you to do probably is I know exactly where I'd like you to start if you or what would be
Well,
your
let's
first
check it
song.
out. Ben Folds Five.
5. Well, yeah.
Alternative rock band formed in 1993. That'll be two in a row.
Hmm.
Two rock bands that were formed in 1990s. Is that why you did it? Because this band was also formed in 93?
Nope. That's a complete accident.
All right, so now
Uh,
we're doing two rock bands, American rock bands, as Tyson burps into the audio. That was
I'm
good.
sorry.
That was good.
I apologize.
Just more editing I have to do.
I am so sorry. I will attempt to quietly let my gas escape from my
Yeah,
body
but let's
in
not
the
do
future.
that. Let's not do that.
Not
God,
do it quietly? You don't want me to do it quietly.
no, do it quietly.
I'm giving the thumbs up. Nobody can see me, so I'm get he can see me, but so
Ben Folds 5,
hmm
Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
was right about that.
So what's going on? What do you want me to listen to?
I'd like you to listen to from their second album, which is called Whatever and Ever Amen. I'd like you to listen to their song, which is
What
called
is this? I don't even know what this is.
One Angry
What
Dwarf and 200 Solemn Faces. Yes, that's it. The Whatever and Ever Amen.
what is Dude, I've never heard of these people.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Do you think I'll like it? If I like
It's the
if
title, the first track on there, One Angry Dwarf and 200 Solemn Faces.
all right, I gotta
If
put
you don't end up caring for that one, you might not like the other ones. But if you are interested in hearing something with the same level of
whatever
energy,
and something.
whatever
Whatever.
and ever,
I'm writing
whatever.
it down like old people
That's
do.
yeah, yeah. Analog is good. And
It
then
is good to write things down. People don't do it enough.
so in a second one, I think that Song for the Dumped is probably would be a second choice.
So you want me
But
to listen to track one and track four?
yes,
All right,
that would
I'll
work.
listen to both of them
Okay. And then do you,
of the same album, or do you want me to listen to a different album or
I would like to point out that the songs between those songs are more melodic and different than the those songs I picked out for you are a bit more aggressive just because, it's to give you an idea of like
why
I
have I
love
never
the
heard of these people?
mm, hard to say. Hard to say, but I will tell you, when I first heard of Ben Folds 5, it was like I'm gonna say 96-ish. It was so, or was no, it was
No,
after
what?
Whatever Never Amen. So it was like 1998 is when I really started listening to them, and I was immediately in love with their sound and
No,
with the
Ben
and
Folds rings a bell,
mm,
but not the Ben Folds 5. But for some reason, Ben Folds rings a bell. My cat's just driving
he's
me nuts.
he's quite prolific. He does a lot of producing of music. He has since Ben Folds 5 disbanded in about 2000. They have reunited. Well, you can see there's stuff on the screen that you can read about it. But like
2009,
yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
their live versions of Song for the Dumped and One Angry
you there?
yeah, I just have to close. There we go.
I just stopped my screen. Or
Okay.
stopped sharing my screen. All right, I'll do it. I'll listen to those two tracks. Was there another album that you wanted me to from my
Well,
cat?
assuming we need a backup one.
No, I'm just saying but there's those two songs. I just want to make sure I have the request down, you
Yeah,
know.
it's pretty much that album. There's I mean, all their stuff's good to me, but like that's their second album, and it is the album that had their hit single Brick on it, which is the song that most people are familiar with, and it is a
Hmm.
beautiful song, but it is a bummer. And so I would rather you got to hear songs that were a little more I wouldn't say upbeat, but more energetic, I guess. Brick is a
Hmm.
fantastic song. Anyway, so but yeah, no, but it's yeah, One Angry Dwarf and 200 Solemn Faces and songs for the dump that'll give you more of an idea of what drew them to me as far as like the energy that they have. I don't know how else to put it. So like it's energy.
Hmm. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, to reciprocating your reciprocation.
Okay.
Because after after I listen to Ben Folds 5, I'm gonna have you reciprocate my reciprocation.
Okay,
My cat's unstable a lot.
I would like to eventually play this thing for you, but I
Oh, you
don't
didn't
want
think
it to
that was fun.
interrupt
You
the
didn't think that was
show.
funny. You didn't think that was funny.
Didn't think what was funny.
When I said my cat's unstable a lot.
You said your cat. I didn't hear that. You said your cat's unstable a lot? Oh, I'm sorry.
Very, very unstable.
Unstable cat. There's a different breed of cat.
Like attempting leaps of death a lot.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, the idea of leaping to your one's death is yeah,
So
I do think about that a lot.
I have a funny story about that. My old job, the job that I'm not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my old job is the one I'm not there no more. So at that job
Yes.
that I'm not at that I'm trying to be you and I can't do it. That's the type of stuff that you do is what I just did, but I don't
Oh,
deliver it as good as you do.
I'm just listening.
No, 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 but you don't know what I'm trying. You do the dead. I'm trying to do the deadpan style. It just comes naturally to you.
Do you think
Like
of me as a person who is good at explaining themselves? Because I don't think of myself as that. But
no, what I'm
I do
saying
try
is
to
that
explain myself a lot though. So yeah, so go ahead. Hmm?
so anyways, my cat attempted to leap of death at my old job.
Oh, your cat did?
Yeah.
You
So
took your
she
cat to work?
yeah. So the cat jumped on top of the desk
Mm-hmm.
and and there was a big cabinet, like a huge cabinet with like different shelves.
Mm-hmm.
And she jumped and she bounced right off one of the shelves on the cabinet.
Oh my God.
Me and my boss look at each other, my former boss, obviously, because I'm not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we look at each other like, did we just witness did we just witness the death of an animal? Like we had like the nonverbal like the fuck. And then I
But
went over there and I found out she was okay, so that's good.
so
But
how did so she
she
so
jumped and
she is
bounced
your
off the
I get
yeah,
it, but she is your cat though, right?
yeah,
Yeah, okay. And she was at work. That's
yeah,
cool. That's cool that you had the ability to take a cat to
yeah.
work.
My boss didn't give up. So, so she jumped and she bounced off the shelf, like the edge of the shelf.
Uh-huh.
Like
Ouch.
she, like she was going for the little space, in between shelves.
Yes.
And she bounced off the edge of one. And
Ouch.
like it was just rubber.
And
And
she
I,
like down the
no,
middle.
no, no, no. It was one and then out.
Hmm.
Yep. It was just one and out.
How long ago did this happen?
I don't know, but she's one, she's young.
Yeah, so she's fine now.
Yeah. Well,
She's one
no,
now?
no, she was one then. I mean,
Okay.
like
How old
one
is she
and
now?
like two.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't
Actually,
that long ago. Wow.
actually, yeah, she'll be two in like 2 weeks. Not even.
Cool. Happy
Um,
pre-birthday to your cat.
yeah, she's like a young Jenna Jameson.
Hmm.
Like if
So
Jenna Jameson was young, because isn't like isn't like two in cat years like 28 in human years or something?
I've heard stuff like that about dogs and it being like
So isn't my
7 years.
cat technically because I named her after Jenna Jameson? And if she's in her 20s in human years, does that mean my cat's a young Jenna Jameson? I mean, technically. So she's like Jenna Jameson reincarnated in animal form. But humans are animals.
It's true.
So technically she's a young Jenna Jameson, right?
Sure. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Your
So
cat's Jenna Jameson.
yeah.
She's
Because
blonde?
they're both animals. So it's just one's a
Well,
namesake. But
we're all animals.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you said they're both
Yeah,
animals.
they are.
We have the,
Jenna Jameson and Jenna are both animals.
that's true. As we all are. We are in fact we are
Yeah, but I was correlating to animals.
yes, cats are felines, humans are primates. Primates and felines are both types of animals.
But I was
Absolutely.
correlating primate and a feline specifically. But
Sorry, I'm just there's some kind of monkey cat hybrid to be made, and I can't really not put the pieces together yet. Although I
I,
bet I could get AI to generate something like that. Anyway, sorry.
I think this has been off the rails for a while.
I feel bad giving you so much to edit, but like again, like one of the things I said earlier, which you probably had cut out, or maybe you haven't yet. It's hard to
No,
say.
but
I
this
don't want to.
this is what this podcast will be. Us just randomly shooting the shit and then I'll edit it
You
to
use what you
make it
can.
an episode. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you do end up having leftover stuff, you could like throw it into a compilation thing sometime if you're like hard up for material, and because there might be stuff that gets clipped out that it's
No,
like,
I'm keeping the zoo
eh,
guy. I'm keeping the zoo guy stuff in. That's gold.
I didn't have anything specifically in mind.
No, that zoo guy
You brought
stuff
up the
is
zoo
staying.
guy stuff.
Yeah, but you don't think that should stay in? That's like gold.
Trying to figure out where to look and
Do you think the zoo
point it
guy
in.
stuff is good?
I think it's fine. I think it's conversational. I like that we have conversational stuff to it. I like.
That'll make the series. The series is the conversational bullshit, random. That's what's gonna make this series is the just random topics plus what we're both doing for the first time. But if
Okay,
we were just to do
I like that.
if we were just to do what the other person wants to do for the first time, that gets kind of like that doesn't it's not a serious topic. Like this is a like you know what I'm saying? Like it'd
Yeah,
be
we're doing like.
boring. It'd be boring if there was no fluff in it. Like, okay, great. You're listening to Jimmy Eat World. Great. You know, no one's gonna care. But if you add some comedy and backstory to the,
Hmm.
band and stuff, then it makes it entertaining.
I agree.
So
Can I share my
I
screen
am
with you?
definitely I mean, I thought I'm the only one that can share screens.
Well, I don't know. I see there's a square share screen button. You may have it set to where I can't share the
No, but
screen
I
with you.
mean I
Yes, you have disabled. You have disabled screen
no, I
share.
think you can hold on. Host tools.
Host has disabled. That's fine. I was just wanted to
Hold
see.
on. Have I allow? Oh yeah, no, I have to click allow. Hold on.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, multiple partic. Oh, that sounds bad. Multiple participants can share simultaneously.
That
That they
sounds
need to.
bad.
I mean, it sounds like sexual. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. Yeah,
Hmm.
that sounds sexual.
I mean, lots of things do. That's why there's the joke. That's what she said, and why people say
And
it for everything.
zoo guys and zoo girls and trans. Yeah.
Uh, that's what they said.
I mean, it's 2024, Tyson.
I
People are
know.
transitioning more and stuff, you know?
I hear you. Let's see here. Share sound.
What
Uh,
transitioning is the thing?
oh, your camera went away,
Wait, I just let you
and
screen.
your
I just
sound
let
went
you
away too.
wait, I just let you share screen.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I just let you share screen. I changed it. Did I let you share? Oh, yeah, there you go. Ooh, what is that? What is that?
Ah, there you are.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
I can hear.
my 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 internet connection's unstable.
Okay, well, I got you. I'm recording, so we're still good for,
It's still
we're still viable. We're
it's
still
still
alive.
viable. That's a great word.
Thanks.
It is.
I chose it especially for this occasion.
It is a great word, viable.
I agree.
So what's the opposite of viable?
Via cow.
No, is the opposite of viable unviable?
Yeah, I think it's un rather than inviable, but I'm not sure. I actually inviable sounds more
No, that's
likely.
invaluable. Hold on.
Invaluable.
Inviable.
Your
No,
contributions to this organization have been invaluable. So, had a treat for you, something to listen to. You can choose to use it or not. You
oh,
have.
it's impracticable.
Is it
Yeah.
impractical? Impractical?
Yeah, impracticable.
Impracticable? I didn't know that was a word. So, but that's the opposite of viable.
It's what it says.
So, like a viable option or an impractical option.
Impracticable. Impracticable.
Oh, why?
Impracticable.
Impracticable. That's
Impossible in practice to do or carry out.
holy cow.
It's impracticable. But this is
Im
not, this is unimpracticable.
it's
See what I did there? It's
impracticable.
unimpracticable.
Oh, which would make it
Viable.
viable. Yeah. See, this is the good shit. All right. So, for those who can't see this, Sean has fallen out of frame laughing. Oh, but he's back, but he had. He wasn't just sitting there in silence staring at me, which is, what I get from most people,
Yeah. This is like
especially
when someone passes around the good shit,
mm,
hotboxing. Hotboxing.
hot boxing with Mike Tyson.
No, I meant like, you know what hotboxing is, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was not misunderstanding. So I have a question. So no, I don't have a question. So I did mention earlier that I generated a couple of AI generated songs with the stipulation that they give me something that basically talks about the discography of Jimmy Eat World in the style of Jimmy Eat World. So would you like to hear one of them?
Is this gonna get the audio banned?
Not at all. I own this. That's
All
true.
right.
That's how it works. So you could
Now this is good shit.
well, it's I as a Jimmy Eat World fan that you are, I'd like you're going to have a unique perspective that I wouldn't as a person who
Well, right
isn't going to
now
only
it's
listen to a few
shit.
songs.
It's shit. It's not good or bad shit. It's just shit right now. Right now
It's
it's
just
just shit.
yeah, it's just
But in like five
silence.
seconds, it could be good shit.
All right, let's see how it goes. All right, let me know if you can hear it. Just give me a thumbs up if you do.
Flipping through the pages of the years gone by. Can't believe the way we used to dream so high. Echoes of our melodies in every town. Youthful hope we never wanted to come down. From clarity to bleed, Americans fight. We chase the stars, sing through the night. We were chasing lights, we were infinite. Every song a dream, nothing that we'd ever forget. Couldn't stop our hearts, couldn't slow us down. Living in the Psalms is where our souls were found. Futures faded, hopes we couldn't yet foresee. Each album was a footprint leading to me. From invented tales to eternity blues. Every note a moment, something we could choose. Against the odds, every battle fought and won. In these lyrics, our story's just begun. We were chasing lights, we were infinite. Every song a dream, nothing that we'd ever forget. Couldn't stop our hearts, couldn't slow us down. Living in the songs, that's where our souls were found.
Pretty much.
Now the records spin, bringing ghosts to life. Every track a piece of our endless drive. We built our legacy in rhythm and rhyme. Through every chord, we transcended time. We were chasing lights, we were infinite. Every song a dream, nothing that we'd ever get. Couldn't stop our hearts, couldn't slow us down. Living in the Psalms, that's where our souls were found.
So there were a couple glitches in it, but like
I liked
and a
it. It was
couple
good. It was good.
that yeah, that was completely
That's like that did sound like Jimmy Eat World kind of
did it?
stuff.
Did
Yeah,
it?
a little bit, a little bit, a little
A little
bit.
bit. Or like in their style, like enough to where it's like, yeah, I
Or
can kind of see.
it was a little bit or a lot of it.
Okay. So it made two. But yeah, did you find that? So that's I've been working with this program called Udio, Udio, and you just put in prompts. So
UDO
it'd be
or
like
IDO?
Udio,
Mm.
Wedio, Udio, udio.com. Uh, and it's just
Or
it's
Zugidio.
Zugidio. Well, that's the thing. Is like you could just write lyrics. You can write your own lyrics and then give it an idea of what you want it to sound like, and it'll generate the audio for you, just like that. It gives you two. So that was excuse me,
That's
that was
cool.
two.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Tyson. That was very thoughtful, and
I,
you touched my heart by doing
I do
that.
I do apologize. It does just come out of me at times, and
No, but you get me emotional right now, you know? That's
um
very that was very that was very that was very thought there's
I feel
Oh,
bad.
that was a crack in my laugh.
Oh, a crack in the laugh.
Yeah. Like
Laugh
when there's
crack.
a regular laugh and then there's a pause, that's a crack.
Especially if it's without the inhale part. Because usually the crack is when a
Or
person
when
breathes
or when
comes out.
there's a change of pitch in the laugh, like when my cat's making me laugh at the same time. That crack
Change of
that
yeah.
Did I say
Eh?
that crack? Did I say that crack? I don't have crack, I promise.
Okay. You talking about the change of pitch in the laugh, it made me think of do you remember the Batman 1989 Michael Keaton
Dude, I
Joker,
was
Like
two.
you
I
just
was
said?
two.
Oh yeah, but you saw it later, right? No,
I
maybe
mean,
I saw movies that were made before I was born when I was a kid.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a
We had a
while.
video
Maybe
store,
I
you know.
maybe I maybe I saw it like once.
Well, there's a little like a laughing box. There's a laughing bag. I can't remember. Bag of laughs. There's a novelty toy you could send a right way for in comic books in the back of those, and it was going. It was like on a loop, and
Hey
it's just
Tyson,
this.
since
Yeah.
I always it seems like I'm trying not on purpose, but kind of like since I'm so used to hosting, I kind of like sometimes I'll take control, but I'm not on purpose. It just is my style and but you should end the podcast tonight.
Oh, should I?
Yeah, go ahead, end it.
Well, folks, I'm sorry to announce that this is our last podcast because I've been told this podcast is coming to an end. Oh, you mean end the episode? Okay, sorry. Yeah, that wasn't quite as good. Anyway, so no, it's an interesting experiment, people, and I appreciate your watching us or listening to us. Let us know how you watch and or listen. Um, if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know in the comments what you think about it. And if you have any additional thoughts about the things we've discussed, any of them, we'll probably look at those and read them, I imagine, because that's what responsible people on YouTube do. YouTube do. That's a certain category of YouTube right there. YouTube do. I don't think you can show do on YouTube anymore. Anyway, Scooby Doo and jazz. Dooby Dooby Doo. Anyway, uh so I'm sorry. Sean has his assignment for next week, or next show, which Sean has his assignment for next show, which is I'll be listening to Ben Folds 5, specifically two songs from Whatever Never Amen.
Which I'm
The title
excited about.
I hope so. Or don't be too excited though, because I always like to keep my expectations low. That way I'm rarely disappointed.
Okay.
Ouch. Okay.
No, I
That hurt a little bit.
No, come on, man. I'm just kidding.
Huh? No, I mean it physically hurt. It's fine. I'm okay. So yeah, so
No, I'm
that'll
looking
be fun.
forward to it, man, for real.
Yeah, and it'll be amazing if you're just like, oh man, I hated that. That was awful. I
No,
can't even why well, it could happen though.
why the fuck did you have me listen to
Well,
that?
what were you thinking? Well, I was thinking I'd try something out. I thought
No,
this is kind of
I
something
think
share.
I
Oh,
think I like it. I
yes.
mean, they're you know
Maybe
hit different.
I
It could hit different, you know. Like
yeah,
I don't know.
could hit
We'll see.
different pleasure centers
Yeah, like
of
when
the
like my cat Zoomies running around.
zoomies.
Yeah, that's
Is
what they're
that like
called.
when
Like
cats run
when
around.
the cats run around crazy and their tail flips in circles and their eyes are all wild, bugged out.
I just saw somebody call it the zoomies recently.
Yeah,
Like, and it was
those
like,
are called the zoomies. Their eyes are all like this, and then their tails flapping in circles. You know what I'm
like,
talking about.
well, I'm just thinking
And
of
then
that
they little
clock.
do that little meow, and then they just run around crazy. You know what I'm talking
Um,
about, right?
well, I don't. I maybe. I maybe from a video. I don't have a
You don't
cat.
have a cat?
No, we don't have any pets right now.
So what the cat does is, from what I can tell, is that she gets like her eyes all crazy,
Uh-huh.
and then yells out like a little meow, like I can't do the meow, but and then she runs around, and then sometimes she'll scale a door frame, which she can get pretty high
Yeah, I imagine.
on the door frame. I just let her do it, and
You know,
then
they like to climb.
what I do is I usually spray her down with a water bottle, but.
They're agile and they're
I don't know if I
smaller than
should
us.
admit that on a podcast. I spray down my cat with water, but
It's fine. I believe that's what everybody does.
here, you want to see her?
They do with toddlers too.
You want to see her?
What? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
I just threw her. I should edit that out.
I think
Um,
I would say you just let go of her
I
because
mean,
she was on her way out across the room to be, you know.
yeah, she didn't like being held.
Does she have any like mountain cat in her?
No, she's just a tabby
It's
with the
got some
tiger stripes, tiger
sure similar
tabby.
coloration to like the ones with like the little more on the ears there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tyson. Not
Good looking.
to try to end this, but
Well, it's fine. You got a hell of a lot to edit now, and I hope it brings you joy as opposed to not.
so that's your ending.
Oh, it's well, you want to, so where can the people find you, Sean?
All right. So, Sensibly Cynical, that's Sensibly. Cynical is Cynical.
Hmm.
And subscribe to that podcast until we get the one time only YouTube channel going. That's where this episode will be. And
Sounds
yeah,
good.
Sensibly Cynical
Sensibly cynical. And meanwhile, you could
and
find, pardon me.
Cynical Sensibly on X.
That's right. Sensible, cynically sensible on,
No, it's cynical
oh,
sensibly.
cynical, sensibly on
Yeah. Yeah.
X.
And then sensibly cynical on Instagram.
You can find me at www.tysonsaner.com. That has links to all my BS, including my SoundCloud, my TikTok, my YouTube channel, my Twitter account, Instagram, my Redbubble store. That's about it, really. There's those. Oh, plus also, you can find links to Succotash there, and also my wife's gaming channel, which is Sexy Laura 27 Games. Sexy with two X's because she's that sexy.
No comment.
Probably better left that way. Anyway, so yes, that's all our links and things. Um, we don't really have a sign off, do we?
No.
What so if you liked what you're seeing or hearing and you want to see or hear more, you could come back again, or at least one more time only. I was trying to figure out
All right, Tyson. Good job.
that
That
work?
was it.
I
Yep, that was it. At
feel like I
least
could have worded that
one
better.
time more only. One more time only.
If this was the first time you've seen the show, please don't make it your one time only.
All
Watch
right.
us again.
See you, Tyson.
It was nice talking with you, Sean. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
Until next time.
Until we meet again,
Adios.
adios, gracias.